Hey peeps, I'm back. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Living Sanctuary. If this is your first time on my channel, hey, my name is Niche, and I'm a 30-something-year-old lady who recently got laid off and is exploring different things that makes her happy and figuring out what's next in her life. If you've watched my videos before, you can obviously see that I am not at home. I am at one of our mutual friends' properties where it's a wonderful river and a lot of solitude. It's just me and my husband and our dogs right now that are enjoying this wonderful day, and I feel very grateful for the people in my life that allowed this to happen. Which brings me to our topic today, which is gratitude. If you watched my last video, you may have or maybe not have seen that I wasn't really in a great headspace. I was full of doubt and worry, and not to say that those things are completely gone, but it was very much at the forefront of my mind. Worrying about what's next? What do I do? I'm not doing much with my life right now. I feel like a failure. I feel like a loser. And was really just in a lot of self-pity and wallowing, and couldn't really see my way out of it. And the divine so wonderfully placed somebody in my life to turn that frown upside down. The very next day, my husband and I go to a neighboring town. Well, not really neighboring. It was quite a ways away, but also in the mountains, to visit a lady who was selling, I think it's called a lift that takes the top off of our Jeep. She was selling it because she's moving and she will no longer need it. And when I saw this woman, she, as my husband would say, was very granola like myself, and I just felt like she was a soul sister. We locked eyes and just started talking like we had known each other for years. And she is moving across country to be close to her daughter. She has this beautiful property. It's got like a farm and a cabin, and she's got 2 really cute dogs, a garden going, and I'm like, why would you get rid of all of this? Why would you move away from this peaceful and beautiful bliss? And she told us that she had just lost her husband, which is who she brought the property with, and thought that was going to be where they spent the rest of their days. And he passed away pretty abruptly to cancer, and she had to go through some healing and decided to go back and be closer to family and also kind of start over again in another state. And it made me realize how much my problems were like minuscule to hers. And I was like, wow, I've been sitting here crying on the floor because I'm unemployed and I don't know what to do next with my life, and I also don't want to go back to what I was doing and have the support of my husband and my family during this very trying time. And here's this woman living alone out in the country, having to re-navigate and re-figure out her life without the person that she thought she was going to do life forever with. And so it really put some things into perspective for me and allowed me to go back to practices that I had forgotten, like gratitude, practicing gratitude daily. I used to do it with my little brother. We would call him and we would do the gratitude game, and I'd also do it with my husband. When we woke up in the morning, we would, say at least 2 things that we were grateful for that day, and I fell off of it. And if it wasn't my husband or it wasn't my brother, it was just me taking a second to really be grateful for what I have. And I wasn't doing that. Instead, I was thinking about what I don't have. And, the law of attraction really exists, and in the way that it shapes our reality. because the only reality is the one that's going on inside of here, and everybody's is totally different. So though somebody could see me and, see something different from what I was feeling, it didn't matter, because in my head, I was a loser, I was a failure, and I had no direction. I'm just lost in this sea of doubt and worry and sadness. And so after meeting that wonderful woman who, if she wasn't moving cross country, I would hope to be a friend with, the very next morning, when I got up in the morning, I sat at the edge of my bed, cross-legged, eyes closed, and just went through the things that I was grateful for. Grateful for my husband that is here and able to support me and love me in this challenging time, and for his health. He is healthy. He is here. He is able to do for himself as well as for our family. I'm grateful for my family and my mother, my sister. My sister just gave birth to a baby boy who is healthy. I'm grateful for my animals. Sometimes they can be annoying, and because I get overstimulated by sounds a lot, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to sit here and talk about my thoughts with random strangers online who may care or not care or are going through similar things. I'm grateful that I even have the opportunity to do that while still able to afford to live in my home, to contribute to the household financially, which not everybody has the ability to do if they got laid off of their work. And I'm grateful for my body. I can move around. I don't have any restrictions, really. Well, saw our nieces yesterday, and they could kick to the top of their head, and I could only really go to my hips, but that's a minuscule thing, right? I'm grateful for the ability to move my body and breathe, and because it's not promised. None of this is promised. My body, the ability to move, my health, my being alive is not promised. We can so easily lose sight of that when things become difficult or hard. And so it really shifted my perspective, and the world wasn't gloomy and dim anymore. I could start seeing the light again, seeing the God in everything, and the water and the trees, how I like to feel, how I like to be appreciative of just the mundane things around me, because they're not mundane, they're extraordinary. The fact that this place is here and wasn't taken out by the hurricane is extraordinary. The fact that, these animals that by some way happenstance found their place to me, or I found them, or, we found each other, basically. And they're really easy dogs. My cat is, a jerk sometimes, but he's pretty easy. The chickens are pretty easy for the most part. So when I remember to complain, I need to remember to be grateful at the same time. And it makes me think of, I have a very wonderful friend and brother who has this song that he sings that my peaceful attitude depends on gratitude, and my happiness depends on me. And it's so true, because if you don't focus on the good, you're going to focus on the bad, and then your peace is disturbed because your focus is on something else. And so my reality is entirely dependent on how I choose to think and live my life. And I'm just grateful to be here. It's hard. It's unpredictable. There's a lot of unknown right now in my life, but it could be worse. And it could be better. But I really want to focus on being right here and being happy about where I'm at. And I am happy about where I'm at. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be niche. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Everything is working out in its own right timing. And I have never really been without. I've always been provided for. And I don't say that to be, I don't know what the word to describe it, but I don't say it to be like facetious or to bragging. I don't say it to be braggy, but it's the truth. And to remember that in the places where I feel doubt and sorrow is extremely helpful. You know, my life wasn't easy, I wouldn't say. I had to go through a lot of healing to get to where I am today, but without that place, I wouldn't be able to recognize the good things as well. And so in this world of duality, it's important to recognize both, because then you can appreciate them rather than be upset about them. Like, I don't know if you could hear Ollie, but he was expressing his sorrow. I think he's bored, which I don't understand how. There's so many things to do around here, but maybe I'm not doing what he wants to do. Whatever. But I'm going to break here. I'm going to do an ad break. This episode of The Living Sanctuary is sponsored by Miss Becca's Beauty Boutique, who is also my mother. She makes these wonderful crocheted creations like this hat. See it? Love it? I know. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Have you seen anything like this? No. Will you ever? Maybe, if you buy one from her. I sent a picture of a sunset outside of my deck, and she made all the colors look like it. Come on. Who does that? My mom. And for my birthday, she made this beautifully homemade, handmade, crafted bag just for me. It's got cool straps that are just, you can wear it like that, right? Or you can wear it like this. However you want to wear it, you can put it over, it can be, you know, wrapped over the other side. It's got this cute little loop right here. You can close it. It's like a little satchel. And then, because she's so thoughtful and knows that I'm obsessed with my chickens, she lined it with chickens. Who does that? Her. She's amazing. So if you want creations, crocheted creations made with love and fabulousness, check out Miss Becca's Beauty Boutique. I'll put her Instagram in the description below. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. I think I will end with, I'm grateful for this channel, for the ability to talk about my feelings and my journey in this space in the unknown, and wish you all a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing day. I don't know if you can hear Ollie, but he's letting me know that he is not. If you aren't, I wish it for you all the same. And because I love me, I also have to love you. So that's all, folks.